I just, I never cease to be amazed at the mean-spiritedness that you can find on the right. But
there's not a sex act mentioned in the book. What is important is Hillary savaging the women.
And, get beyond all of this mean-spirited, hard-working like you.
She was just holding on to my hand. She didn't, because I had started to turn away from her, and she held on to my hand.
Mean-spirited, impugning attacks.
They have a couple of pushes they're doing right now. One is to humanize her. This is a very important thing. They're doing it through the Sopranos ad, through the video, through everything. And the other is women. I mean, they've made a serious decision that they need to be the dominating force in the women's vote to win this election.
And I'm sick of people trying to intimidate.
And she said, do you understand everything that you do? I mean, cold chills went up my spine. That's the first time I became afraid of that woman.
And chill the exercise of political and really First Amendment rights.
Anyway, more news today about the Clinton strong-arming of that magazine Gentleman's Quarterly. Their killing of a Hillary story that they didn't like the look of. Here's what the reporter of that story has to say, quote, GQ told me it was a great story and a hell of a reporting job, but they didn't want to jeopardize a piece they were doing on Bill Clinton's trip to Africa. Apparently, the Clinton people said, if you want a seat on that plane, you better kill this story, and the magazine did. I don't know if the Clintons can keep getting away with this. It's kind of a rough treatment. You might even say a little fascistic treatment of the journalistic world. Anyway, that's all the news tonight.
It's by, coming down on them and making all sorts of accusations against them.
Crucial to this protective wall was the secret police, a group of private detectives hired to protect Hillary and Saturday Night Bill. Their tactics included digging up dirt on women who might be linked to Bill in order to cow them into silence. When these operatives extended their activities to snoop on grand jury witnesses against Clinton, like Kathleen Willey and perhaps Linda Tripp, as well as prosecutors in the independent counsel's office, they got Clinton into even deeper trouble. The Washington Post reported in early 1992 that the Clinton campaign had also engaged the services of private detective Jack Palladino to investigate women who were rumored to have been involved sexually with Clinton and to encourage them to remain silent. This encouragement sometimes took the form of intimidation, revealing knowledge of enough of their personal information to keep them from talking. Apparently, detectives led by Lenzner continued to use these tactics to discourage women from testifying accurately in the Paula Jones sexual harassment suit. There is even some evidence of possible physical intimidation.
I don't think that it's just liberalism that's propelling them. There is something further and more disastrous and more dangerous going on, and I think they've become Stalinist-like. What we're seeing here from Media Matters for America, all the Democrats on the floor of the House and Senate, and we have now something more than liberalism going on. I'm not saying that liberalism isn't there. Liberalism's a central component to all this. But what's happening here is Stalinist. Fear of the state. People shutting up. Fear of other people. When you have the state, be it the federal government or the state government or your local government can even get involved in using that power to tell you what you can and can't say and where you can and can't say it. It's all designed to control your behavior using fear of punishment if you disobey. And that's who today's liberals are. That's who today's Democrat Party is. They are not about truth. They don't want to have to deal with the truth because the truth to them is whatever they say it is, hour to hour, day to day, week to week. And the truth is going to be whatever they want it to be and whatever benefits them. So when they say on the House, let me make this clear, what they're saying is, this is how I want you to think of this. They're not interested in truth. If they were interested in truth, and if they engaged in attempted truthful discussions, they would lose in landslides. They cannot be honest about who they are. This is serious stuff, folks. It may appear to be a game. And I know the way I deal with these things sometimes is to have fun with it. But I'm telling you, you put Mrs. Clinton in the White House, and every damn one of these little minions and all these little organizations of hers.
A lot of the new progressive infrastructure institutions that I helped to start and support, like Media Matters and Center for American Progress,
that are out trying to destroy her enemies right now are going to be given high government positions to do their investigations and their seek and destroy missions from high government positions. And make no mistake, this is the bunch that had 500 FBI files during their 8 years. Make no mistake that that's what's happening here. You can choose to believe it or ignore it. It's tough to face. My gosh, it would be this bad. It is. It is. It portends real problem.